We can skip this song. Right, so announced it. Stream is working. Cool. Right. So Mardu Pyromancer. This deck was like asked by the community for me to play, but I've been looking forward to playing it anyways. Essentially, it's really picked up. There's like one person that really made it happen. So to show that, I'm gonna go actually in the play lobby in Modern. So the current trophy leader, who has once this loads up, they have currently 43 trophies. So Self-Asec, they've been playing the Mardu Pyromancer. They basically really popularized it, and they have 43 trophies, which is an unreal number. And they pretty much, from what I understand, played exclusively this deck. So yeah. What is the deck about, right? Like, it looks like a weird collection of cards. Because you have, like, Faithless Looting, and Mardu Swift, and Monastery Swift Spear, and, like, it looks a little weird. So I was trying to, like, figure out what's going on. So, like, you're gonna have to bear with me. This is as much as I understand. Basically, it's a deck that uses the Black-Red Disruption Suite, like, cheap Disruption Suites. Lightning Bolt, Thoughtseize, Inquisitions, and Fatal Pushes. So, like, Fatal Push, Inquisition, Thoughtseize, Lightning Bolt are, like, kind of already, like, black-red, with Cola against command, is, like, a black-red shell, right? Like, black-based decks, like, often use this shell. You could, like, almost put in an aggro shell, but, like, we played a few decks already that, like, use this shell. It's a very popular one, right? Like, 1 mana discard spells, Disruption and Lightning Bolt and Push, right? Okay. Now, what is this deck actually trying to do with that, though, is they are trying to make Bedlam Reveler work. So, essentially, this deck is trying to harken back to the time of Treasure Cruise, where you just play a bunch of, like, efficient 1-mana spells, and then play your Treasure Cruise and reload. Now, compared to Treasure Cruise, the main issue is that Bedlam Reveler, A, costs 2 red, and B, discards your hand. So you can't, like, randomly reload. It's like at the end of your curve, you're going to cast this card. That said, what's nice is that any Bedlam Revelers you draw, like once Bedlam Reveler is castable, any others are castable. Graveyard, like, basically. Like, your graveyard doesn't get emptied. And you can chain them. Right. And otherwise, this deck also uses Young Pyromancer. So I think the key, while Young Pyromancer is like the card that kills people a lot, and like that controls the board, Bedlam Reveler plus Faithless Looting is like the deck's engine. So rather than play Thought Scour and Treasure Cruise, you're playing Faithless Looting and Bedlam Reveler. So that's like the kind of shell we're looking at. Is this Faithless Looting Bedlam Reveler shell. And you combine it with like all these 1-mana spells. Now as to complement, you have 4 Young Pyromancer, which works well with these 1-mana spells. And Lingering Souls, which is just a card to beat the mid-range decks. So the idea of this deck, as far as I can tell, is you play like this cheap Disruption against like the combo decks. You have these cards against aggro, and then you have these cards against mid-range. Young Pyromancer less, but Lingering Souls for sure. And you're just trying to, but like unlike a traditional mid-range deck, you have access to Reveler and Looting to kind of go for your deck, and a lot of your some of your cards can go face, right? Like Lightning Bolt can go face, Brutality can go face, Cool Against Command can go face. This specific version of the deck was one I found online. It was one that won a SCG Modern IQ. I'll talk about the sideboard in a bit. I think the IQ is in Durham for what it's worth. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know if this list is optimal. I'm just gonna run it and see. But I really want, but I think as long as we have the Looting Reveler Young Pyromancer shell with the cheap Disruption, it can only be so wrong as a shell, right? Like, we're still trying the deck as is. We're gonna probably modify it for a second run if I do one, but I'll definitely modify no matter what. And then the sideboard, the old versions play Leyline of the Void. This one plays Nihil Spellbomb. I'll try to like determine which one I would have preferred. I like Nihil Spellbomb a little more. In general, like, I think Leyline, like, if it's not in your opening hand, is really bad, even with looting in your deck. And Nihil Spellbomb can work, like, as a top deck. The problem with Leyline, right, is, like, you could draw it late, but then the cards are already in the graveyard, while Nihil can kind of take care of things. There's a second Brutality. I wouldn't be shocked if the deck went up to 3. There's a fourth Push. This deck used to, I think Selfish version runs a main deck, Blood Moon. Right now there's no Blood Moon's main, and there's 3 in the board, which looks weird for a deck that basically plays 3 basic mountains and only 1 basic swamp. I think the other version played 2 swamps for what it's worth. But the idea, you know, the idea is like you can cast all your spells as long as you have that 1 basic swamp, because you have access to Faithless Looting to discard your Lingering Souls, as well as Brutality potentially, and Bedlam Reveler. So you don't really need the white. The white is really just for Lingering Souls. You'll notice as well we don't have Godless Shrine in the mana base, which I haven't talked about. But the mana base is very red based. Like, I believe every land that isn't that basic swamp taps for red. Which is important, because there's a lot of one red spells. I also didn't talk about the Swift Spears, which looks super random. The theory that I've listened to that made the most sense was like, once you like Bedlam Reveler and like the game is like going down, you kind of want a way to lock the game, and Swift Spear with a few bolts is like basically a way to close the game down. But yeah, so yeah, the sideboard Blood Moon, just very powerful. There's also 2 Molten Rain to complement against big mana strategies. Wouldn't be I wouldn't be shocked if these were like eventually Stony Silences, but I think that the way this deck's positioned, it's already good against Affinity. Speaking of, we have also 2 Wear Tears, a Dragon's Claw for burn, and also for burn a Cannonball. And Cannonball happens to be good against Storm. So yeah, we're gonna give this a shot. Sorry. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh wait, we already have the Mono Meat comp here. So Mardu Pyromancer. Let me just see. Let me just check something quickly. Wait, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Right, let's run it. I only have 1 trophy. What's kind of sad is I run 14 different decks and I haven't yet acquired a trophy with one. Yes, I rent the cards from Mana Traders. This wouldn't be feasible. I don't have like an infinite bankroll. Right, so I've never played this deck, so like it's gonna take me a little while for openers and stuff. Like I've only seen it so much in action too, but I'm pretty sure land Faithless Looting is usually a keep, and we have Lingering Souls to discard for value here. So and we have a lot of like cheap interaction against aggro, so we're gonna keep this. Looking for lands, of course. What else? The Bedlam Reveler seems a far way off. Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground on the draw is a bad sign, because that means they're probably on Scape Shift. Noble Hierarch. Okay, we have 2 options. I could Lightning Bolt the Hierarch, or let me think here. What do I want to do? Stomping Ground is a very weird one. Essentially, Stomping Ground is a lot weirder than the average one, because there's not so many decks that play Stomping Ground Hierarch. There's actually very few. So this is actually a tough turn. Yeah, Kiki Court is one, but this is a tough turn because Fork Bolt is at its best against a deck like this, and I don't know what free drop my opponent's trying to run out, but my thinking here is I want to go Swift Sphere to deal some incidental damage because I drew my land, and then go for Lightning Bolt and Fork Bolt next turn, or like Faithless Looting. So I'm gonna play Swift Sphere here. But that might be really wrong. Like, it might be I have to kill this really badly, and I'm doing a huge mistake here. But if my hand has if my opponent has a second mana creature, then Lightning Bolting this is super bad. And I'm trying to wonder what free drop would be horrific for me here. Because even like Corsair Crew Fix, we can still Lightning Bolt and Fork Bolt. Voice of Resurgence. That's fine. We can bolt voice and then fork bolt both, so that's totally fine. So here we have to get a Sacred Foundry because this is Marsh Flats, and we need a red source. Oh wait, we can get Blood Crypt. Don't want Blood Crypt. There's almost no double black spell. I guess with 2 souls we want Sacred Foundry, so we're gonna pay life. Now we're gonna Lightning Bolt the Voice. And then we're gonna Fork Bolt both. We're gonna deal some damage this way. Right, like the Voice is always gonna be like this, like an almost 2 for 1. Right, so Lightning Bolt the Voice. That gives our opponent a token. Then we can Fork Bolt both. So the Hierarch dies, then the Voice token has a damage on it. What does... I'm sure, like, I can't think of a... Dryad Arbor. What is... Oh my god. Dryad Arbor? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Should I? No. I should not have expected Dryad Arbor there. I mean... It's so rare for this card to be run. We're obviously attacking though, but so rare for Dryad Arbor to get run. Like, okay, we got blown out, but you can't blame me for that one. Like, it was pretty, like, something was wrong because our opponent was tanking, but like, you can't blame me for this one specifically. The thing is, now we're gonna try, like, yeah, we use the Fork Pull up. Man, if I knew they ran Dryad Arbor. Another Voice? Okay. That was just brutal. Why would he... Oh, okay, because you want to block? You have, like, 2. You don't need... Oh, I don't know. This seal's wrong. Right, so now we're gonna aggressively try to get something for this. So we're gonna Faithless Looting here. 1 second. Going to get a basic Mountain first. Probably. Yeah, basic Mountain's fine here. Take less damage. Yep. Now we're aggressively trying to get interaction. Inquisition. This is actually a really hard turn. Because I really want to cast this Inquisition rather than Lingering Souls. But my opponent has 3 cards. The thing is, like, if they have, I'm also 1 mana off Bedlam Reveler. The problem here is if they have, what's it called? Collected Company, I kind of get demolished. But, yeah. I think I'll discard, I'm discarding both souls anyways. Since they're expensive and we want them in the graveyard. And the land next turn is actually kind of nice. So, I could cast Souls here, or Inquisition. I think this is a good turn for Inquisition, just to... Because we have Souls next turn. Like, we can Bedlam Reveler for 2, and yeah. Right, so they're on some very weird combo hybrid. We don't have another Fork Bolt, so... right. This is actually a really tough pick. The Vizier is like a combo creature. I don't really care. I think, even though my opponent has 2 Dust Watches, I probably should take the Dust Watch here. Yeah, I think so. Okay. And now I'm gonna probably attack with a Swift Spear, because my opponent doesn't know the last card in my hand. And we need to deal damage. And I'm totally fine trading the Swift Spear for like the Elemental token here. I'm not trading it for the Voice. My opponent made a misplay if their plan wasn't to block this. If I play 2 spells, because 2 spells isn't that unlikely. So like we have the failsafe of playing Lingering Souls next turn. And otherwise we could draw into removal, but yeah. Yeah, this Dryad Arbor totally screwed with me. I couldn't have like seen that one coming though. Like, so few people run... Oh, Eternal Witness? Ugh. That's a good draw. So you get what, Foothills here? Yeah. Voice of Resurgence? Okay, so my opponent's going for like the Voice plan, which is pretty good. But my opponent's at 8 and has a Horizon Canopy, so... Why would you? My opponent's attacks are very strange. Right, so we take this damage. Like, I know their hand, right? It's Voice, Dustwatcher, Vizier. Okay, so here we go Mountain, play Bedlam Reveler for 2. Draw a new hand. Okay, we got Terminate and double Young Pyromancer. That's interesting. What's the best setup this turn? My opponent has Vizier, Dustwatch, and Voice. I don't think Terminate's really leading us anywhere this turn, so I'm a fan. I could... Let's see, if I Lingering Souls, attack to 6, there's a Horizon Canopy, so like... it's not actually that bad to Lingering Souls this turn, and next turn Young Pyromancer Souls. Rather than play a Young Pyro this turn. Actually, Young Pyro kind of... Like, basically, if I play Young Pyro next turn, I would play Souls. Because I want to put my opponent... I gotta play Souls this turn. I really need to start putting pressure... I always need to put more pressure on my opponent. The rationale for not doing Souls maybe was like for the prowess, but we have a Terminate in hand. I think it's fine to not get too much Young Pyromancer value now because we have looting later if we need, like if we really are going that way. Our opponent should have probably returned Wooded Foothills rather than Voice of Resurgence because their mana is pretty constrained. Okay, this is pretty bad. Can I skip this? Oh, that was only 11 seconds. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that Forkbolt play with the Dread Arbor is still, like, salting me, but... I mean... I have not seen Dread Arbor in a deck like this in a long time, so you're gonna have to forgive me. Right, Voice, that's fine. If our opponent starts to attack with this, we can just Young Pyro plus Souls, or we could Terminate this, but yeah. Yeah, our opponent attacks. We're taking this damage. We can't attack on the ground anymore because of the voices, but we could, yeah. Right, so we take this damage. We're fine with this. Right, and there's a lot of cards that can kill our opponent pretty easily, like any Bolt style effect. Call Against Command is interesting. Call Against Command means that... Let me think. Yeah, I think this turn we want to go... There's nothing I really want to Terminate except for maybe Dry Dart. Yeah. We have not gotten a 5-0 yet. We got a lot of 4-1s, but not 5-0. Let's see. I want to put my opponent dead next turn, so I'm gonna, so I'm definitely playing Lingering Souls. The question is whether I play Lingering Souls with Terminate or Young Pyro. If I Terminate anything, it would be this Dried Arbor, but I'd rather keep that. So I'm gonna play Young Pyromancer, and flashback Lingering Souls. Although I'll note that I should have done that like after attacking for 2, but yeah. Right, so attack. Lingering Souls remains messed up, which is great. I can't Terminate plus Souls. Yes, that is a good point. Because I only have 1 black mana, because I decided to fetch a basic mountain earlier. I think that was fine though. Okay, so our opponent drew Forest. We don't know what their last card is, as long as it's not Collected Company or... We'll see what they do here. We just win. Okay, that's cool. Right, so they're playing a creature-based deck with Voice and Witness. Nihil's Spellbomb is a bit awkward. We want Brutality, because they most likely run Collected Company. Fatal Push for sure. Blood Moon seems okay. Their mana base seemed pretty greedy with that Stomping Ground. Let's see. Our deck should be engineered to beat it because we have all these bolt effects. Swift Spear is super bad. What else is bad? I don't even know if Blood Moon's that great. Like, we can kill the mana creature, so Blood Moon is like a pretty good lock piece, but we probably... I want these 5, I think. And I don't think I want Nihil's Spellbomb against that many Voice of Resurgence, so we need to cut some cards. I can see cutting an Inquisition. But yeah, like Inquisition hitting a Voice of Resurgence is super important. It's like our most efficient answer to Voice. Dreadboard, they don't normally have many walkers. If they have one, it's like the blueness, I guess. Colligan's Command. This is actually really tough. What do I board? I guess we could board out Ussels. We don't need like all three. It was good in that game because it led to damage, but we'd rather be like removal focused. So cutting Ussels makes sense here. I could also cut a command because we're boarding in moons and this is expensive. Yeah, we could cut a moon. I want to try moon because their mana base seem pretty greedy. And yeah. Right, we'll try this. Young Power is fine. Yeah, we'll try this. Our plan is to like remove the mana creatures anyway, so Blood Moon is okay. Okay, well this hand is great because we have Fork Bolt. Man, Fork Bolt's incredible. I think if I'm gonna play this deck, I want a second Fork Bolt. That card is just unreal in the right matchups. So they mulliganed and they topped. Right. Okay. I don't want to get blown out again, but we have Young Pyromancer. We have Bolt and Push, so we can pass, I think, here. If our opponent goes Voice, I'm getting like PTSD from last game. At least this time we know they can fetch it. At least we're not. Okay, so... Right, so the question is... What do I want to do here? Do I want to push the Hierarch or not? We have Fork Bolt. I don't really want to push the Hierarch. I'm just gonna go towards casting Young Pyromancer and next turn doing something. I just want to cast Young Pyromancer and get some token values. And then, like, we have Lightning Bolt, Fork Bolt, Fatal Push. We should be able to kill most things. I guess we have Terminate as well, so yeah. Okay, our opponent's getting, what, Dried Arbor? No, of course not. Right, this is why I want Blood Moon. Is like, if they're playing Voice, their mana is getting a little constrained, so they have to start fetching on basics. So that's why I like Blood Moon. Is like, you can kill all the mana creatures really easily. Right, so what is this? Aether Vial? What is going on? Can somebody explain to me what the deck I'm... Oh, right, okay. Well, they're playing that combo, right, so that's fine. That's gone. I mean, they have one copy of this, right? I think it's fine. I like being greedy. Like, what if they play Coco? Like, look at our hand. We can kill anything. The Ballista for Pyromancer is kind of awkward. I still think, like, that line was fine. Okay, so... We want to Fatal Push this, probably? Yeah. Right. So we want to Fatal Push the Voice. If my opponent has Dried Arbor in hand... No, they would have just played it here. They would have played Dried Arbor. Okay, so Fatal Push the Voice. And Fork Bolt. Voice is a problem for us, normally, so yeah, okay. Okay. Vial is interesting. What are they on? This is like some custom deck. Like, yeah, the Ballista for Pyromancer, as I said, is very unfortunate, but it's fine. So, if we have so I'm not going to cut Colligan's Command if they have Vial, and Blood Moon becomes bad. What the hell is this deck? Court of Calm. I have no idea what's going on. Oh wait, we can see if they keep it or not. I'm gonna Lightning Bolt this most likely. How many? Yeah, we're gonna be one instant off, but yeah. Yeah, Vial seems bad. It's been good against Blood Moon, obviously, but I mean, yeah. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just gonna give up and assume they have Cord and Collected and stuff like that. Right, okay. Wait. Oh, sorry, I have freed by accident. I was meant to bolt this. We couldn't have cast this anyways, but it was obviously a mistake. It was just like I put my stop too fast. I would have bolted this end of turn. Right. Yeah, so then we're gonna terminate whatever. I could get a Sacred Foundry now. Yeah. It does say I don't have Coal against command, but actually I should have waited on the Sacred Foundry. It's just like I don't want my opponent to land in like Mind Sensor or something random. They shouldn't board in Mind Sensor, but well, at this point, like this deck is just so random. Like in terms of the like Voice is fine, but Branch Walker is really weird. Like Branch Walker, Vial. So here they don't have to do anything, which is really like that's the power of Vial. Is just you're able to pass rather than play your card. We're going to Bedlam Reveler here. I could wait. Yeah, if I had Pull against command, I could have killed the Vial, so they know we don't have it. Yeah, sorry. So here I could just Bedlam Reveler, would lose the Terminate. I don't like losing value, but if our opponent goes Voice, we need to like start going for our deck at some point. Losing a Terminate's awkward, but yeah. Right, Faithless Looting. Yeah, so they Vial in a Voice or something. This is what it, or Scavenging News? Jesus. I'm just playing like against so many random creatures. Why? Oh my god. I can't play around anything anymore. The opponent has proven that they can play anything. So this is gonna like deal us some damage. We have free pushes and another Terminate. So hopefully we draw into one of those, or we get a Young Pyromancer and start making some tokens for this use. But yeah, I'll probably get a Bloodstained Mire and get a basic Swamp. In case we draw the Blood Moon. Or Violet free. What is this? They have 2 free drops? Or do they have a Court of Calling target of some sort? Right, the Ignoble Hire. Oh, right, sorry. They just have Scavenging Ooze and want to eat 2 creatures, right? That's fair. So we're taking 7, yeah. Losing that turn, I couldn't have known they had Scavenging Ooze in that spot. I could have thought about it, but really hard to play around like Vial and Cord. I guess that's why my opponent's playing this deck, is it's hard to play around like Dryad Arbor and Vial, and yeah. It's just This is why I kind of want to... I'm going to keep this card on the draw, just because then I can know their hand and like all of this nonsense doesn't happen. I think it was kind of unfortunate we draw land on that turn, the Foothills, because if we had drawn like a discard spell... Like, I probably wouldn't have played anything if it was a removal spell. I wouldn't have played Reveler. If it was a discard spell, yeah, I would have played Looting for sure. Yeah, the land was awkward. Like, any spell we would have played, I think, yeah. Right, Noble Hierarch, so that's fine. And then... Okay, so they have... I don't think Inquisition's going to do anything here, though. Right, so they attack. They probably have Eternal Witness. If they're not eating another... If they ate their Branch Walker, but they're not eating something else here, I'm suspecting they have Eternal Witness. Yeah, they have Witness. That's the last card in their hand. So we can probably... Okay, Fatal Push is great. Right, so I want to... Oh, wait. No, but I won't want to discard my land, so I'm not going to fetch. I'm going to just... Faithless Looting and probably Flashback very quickly. Actually, let's just push the Scavenging Ooze first. We know we're killing it, so there's no drawback to killing this Ooze. I should have done the push first. I can't imagine a card that would, like, a scenario that would make us discard this Fatal Push and not using on Scavenging Ooze. Right. Right, so they eat something. Right. They eat the Fatal Push from the graveyard. I suspect they have Eternal Witness in hand. So if I Inquisition, I'm fairly certain that it's a safe Inquisition. Right, well, these are awful anyways. So I'm gonna discard Blackleaf Clips and Blood Crypt. Then I'm gonna Inquisition of Kozilek. I'm pretty sure they have Witness, so this counters the Witness at least. There's no card they could get back that I can't Inquisition. They might as well put the Witness in play. If it's not a Witness, then this is fine too. Yeah, there we go, that was a Witness. It made sense, because they didn't eat like 2 of the creatures. And all of these are Inquisitionable. Apart from Wooded Foothills, of course, but whatever, that's fine. Like, I think the Inquisition getting rid of Witness is very powerful here. And I'm not going to play this land because we can flashback Faithless Looting later, and we need to attack at some point, so I'm probably going to attack for 6 here. It's pretty good. Like, we can beat these type of draws. Right, so nothing, okay. We got a Witness out of their hand, I'm happy with that scenario. Okay, so we attack for 6. And we just pass, and then we'll see what we draw. But yeah. Yeah. So, I think Blood Moon would have been fine if there wasn't Vial. But I think because of Vial, I have to board out the Blood Moons when they come. Right, so our opponent plays Wooded Foothills. Because, like, Vial makes Blood Moon really bad. Like, Hierarch is beatable, but not... yeah, because, like, my opponent's mana base is pretty greedy. This matchup seems really good. I mean, we could lose this game for sure, but it seems very unlikely because Faithless Looting is an unreal card in this deck. I really like the Reveler and Looting Shell. I think, like, that shell's not explored enough, the Reveler Looting Shell. I think there's more that could be done. Opponent's tanking. When they have Wooded Foothills, so that means that their card requires some more decisions. It might be Witness, which would be really bad for us, because they could get Scavenging and get rid of this looting, which would be awful for us. And I kind of wanted to wait on looting because it was more value. Yeah, if they have Witness, this is just frustrating. They could also get Court of Calling. Like, Witness here is just unreal. Okay, they play Wooded Foothills. Well, if it's a 2-drop, my opponent's playing it. Because they have... Okay, it's not a... Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh, it's Court of Calling? No. Eldritch Lelouch. What the hell? Okay, so they get another Ooze. And then they eat our looting? That's really bad. Okay, now I'm getting what's going on. But why would you... I guess if you're getting Ooze, then yeah, that makes sense, but surely sacking Witness is better in most... Oh, okay, Renegade Rallier? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. We didn't flashback the looting... We didn't have the mana anyways. With push and all that. Okay, so the Renegade Rallier, I would get back the Scavenging Ooze. I think getting back the Voice here is a mistake. Because I can just stay back with this, so I don't have to attack. So then getting the Ooze is by far the best. Yeah, of course. And like you get rid of Faithless Looting as well, which is a really good way for me to come back. It's also a big threat. Like, there's so many reasons you should get Ooze here. Right, eat the Faithless Looting. Oh well, Hierarch. Okay, well that's fine. Oh, well, The problem is, if I draw Lightning Bolt and kill this Ooze, then we're kind of at parity and my opponent's in trouble. So I probably shouldn't have X6'd after the evolution, just to bluff. Yeah, because if we draw Lightning Bolt, then yeah. But we could draw... Yeah, you still eat the Faithless Looting. Like, I probably don't have Bolt in hand. Okay, Blood Moon. Yeah. How many creatures? I mean, I could play Blood Moon. The basic forest is awkward. But it cuts my... I'm just going to pass here. Right, let's see. They attack with Ooze. I can block one of the other two. I'm trying to draw into Faithless Looting. Yeah, if I draw Lingering Souls, then I don't want to... Yeah. If I draw Faithless Looting, I'd rather lose the land. And if I draw Lingering Souls, I'd rather cast it. So, yeah. How many creatures are there? There's 2, so Scavenging Ooze would be lethal. Ugh, that's awkward. Yeah. We're in really dire strait here. At least we know what our opponent's on, finally. Jeez. It took a long time. Eldritch Evolution. Okay. That was a really awkward top deck, though, for us as well. That Eldritch Evolution was so powerful. But wait, if they have Chord, Eldritch Evolution... Like... Does that mean, like, that they can't... Yeah, the Walking Ballista as well. Yeah, does that mean that they can't really run Company? So they're running Vile, Chord, and Evolution. So Company is really not that great. So they probably can't run it. Obviously, I'm passing here. I would have played Lightning Bolt if I had it. So my opponent knows I don't have bolts. But I have a Terminate, and they seem Push. So if I have Push and eat one of their creatures... So this attack isn't that easy for my opponent, because... yeah. The way everything's kind of set up, it's okay for me to not kill this if I think I can get value from a block. So, yeah. There's a world where, like, it's correct for me to not cast Push. Here. Like, if my opponent attacks with everything, then I'm going to be tempted to just block this Rallier, but then my opponent can eat some creatures for free. I have to think here. If they attack with just Ooze, then we just take it, because we could draw Lingering Souls. If they attack with everything here, I could block the Ooze. I don't like giving my opponent a choice. But I basically have to figure out... Right, so my opponent attacks with everything. So I have to figure out if I can win the game. If my Bedlam Reveler dies... well, if they're going to eat things pre-combat, then... Yeah. Right. Well, if you're going to eat things pre-combat... Well, okay, Lightning Bolt, sure. So, like, basically I have to think... Am I trying to, like, bluff my opponent here or not? I don't want to give my opponent the choice. Giving my opponent the choice here seems super weak. But if I block Bedlam Reveler here, I can't think of a series of cards that would win me the game. Like, I think that, like, I would just lose the game if I block here. Take 4. This, like, I could draw Lingering Souls, but and like, block killing both. Okay, so I can win with Souls. Because I can win with Souls, I should block the Ooze. Otherwise, I shouldn't do that block. If I had no chance, then yeah, I shouldn't take it. Thoughtseize? Okay, well, that's not gonna do it. Okay, so Blood Moons are bad because they have Vile. I think Blood Moon without Vile is fine. With Vile, it's bad. Because they have Vile, Command is fine, and they have a lot of graveyard interactions, so the Nihil Spellbombs become better. They have Eldritch Evolution, so Collective is fine. I definitely want to see their hand pretty hard, so we want at least one Nihil. We want hard removal because of the Scavenging Ooze. Command destroys Vile. It's a 2-for-1 kind of, but I've seen like yeah, I'll play a second Spellbomb, seeing how much value my opponent has gotten from their graveyard the last couple of games. I think cantrips anyways, it's not so bad. Right, let's do this. Push. Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna keep. And I'm probably gonna get a... I can't get a Godless Shrine because that's not in the deck, so I'll probably get a Blood Crypt. This time, because of the way my hand's engineered, I probably will push my opponent's 1-mana creature. I also didn't know about Eldritch Evolution, and that totally changes the texture. Because, like, if I knew my opponent had Eldritch Evolution, I should always kill my opponent's turn 1 dork, but I just never knew. I was just, like, not there. So it seems like my opponent's not playing Company, and they're playing Eldritch Evolution. So they bought him the card, okay. So we pass. The problem is Fatal Push is, like, our only hard removal against Ooze. So, yeah. Killing a mana creature here is awkward, but we're probably going to have to do it. Now the question is, do I take damage to do so or not? Actually, I could Collective Brutality and have Young Pyromancer next turn. Yeah, that's with push, so we're going to do that. We're going to get a Blood Crypt tapped. And we're going to Collective... I should have thought about what I'm discarding too. I guess we don't want a second Pyromancer, so... We're going to Collective with Kicker, so -2 and Reveal. They don't have... So, that and that. And we're going to discard a Pyromancer here. Right, so Eldritch Evolution. And we know that they have Noble Hierarch, Renegade Rallier, Vizier Remedies, and a Windswept Eve. So, yeah. At least we got rid of this. Right. Now we pass. Our hand's a little slow for Reveler. We really need to draw some... Right, Noble Hierarch is interesting. I might want to push this Hierarch. Or, oh wow, wait. No. Inquisition on Rallier is more important. So we go Young Pyromancer and then Inquisition. Like, I would have pushed the Hierarch because of the best of a bad bunch, but like, yeah, Inquisition here is better. I just want to get rid of this Renegade Rallier. Oh, and they drew another Hierarch, so yeah, we definitely want to do this. Right. How many instants do we have? 2. Then we have Push, which is free. Reveler is going to cost a lot, so we need to draw either 2 lands or another instant. Drawing the 2 basic mountains is also kind of awkward. Like, 1 would have been good, 2 is bad. Because, like, now if we draw Souls, we can't really cast it. If we draw Faithlessly, I'm basically just casting it, like, to dig through. Yeah. Hopefully, actually, like, drawing a Nihil Spellbomb would also be okay. Voice, that's the draw, jeez. Okay, well, right, so they're probably playing Hierarch here. Right, okay, so they played Voice. I kind of have to start killing stuff. Mostly because we need to get a Bedlam Reveler online. So I'm gonna kill a Voice of Resurgent here, although that's pretty weak. And I'm using Dreadboard because it's cheaper. Right, so now we don't attack. We'll take the, like, 6 damage from the Elemental here. Assuming our opponent plays Vizier. This is also kind of why I like Nihil Spellbomb over Line of the Weight, is I wouldn't board Leyline here, even though our opponent has Voice. But they would get Eldritch Evolution here, right? This is super bad. Yeah, this is not good. We need to draw a Lightning Bolt for this Witness. They could get another Witness, or we could... this, yeah. 5 is not... Like, there are a lot of troublesome 5-mana cards that we could get hit by. Yeah, Nihil Spellbomb would have been... That's true. Bedlam Reveler is like one of the worst possible draws in this scenario. I could attack with... I'm actually okay trading the Young Pyromancer here, since, let's be honest, Eldritch Evolution is going to get me anyway, so... It does allow them to Eldritch into a Witness but and change something, but yeah, I think this is fine. Right, so we want to cast this on the Elemental, make another one. Now we need to draw a land, or Faithless Looting into a bunch of instants. Right, so... I know this looks bad, but the Eldritch Evolution would probably get Renegade Rallier, otherwise, or yeah. I really need to get this Reveler, these Bedlam Revelers online. Right. I suspect my opponent should have attacked first, but we'll see. Right, so they get a Renegade Rallier or a Witness here. They could get a News too, I guess. Yeah, Rallier. That makes sense. Then you get Voice or... Yeah, Voice. It's okay. None of this is, like, threatening us too much, so... We have lots of tokens and time. I think it was important to kill the Witness. I don't know what 5-drops my opponent could possibly have in the deck. Yeah, they should have attacked first. They're missing a point of damage. Lingering. Oh my god. Oh, I knew this could happen because we had a mountain. The lack of Godless Shrine is... Does the Selfic version run Godless Shrine? I don't think so, but... I'm just gonna check that quickly. Like... This is like the one game I would want a Godless Shrine. I don't think the cost is that high, so... I'm just gonna run if the Trophy Leaders are running Godless Shrine. They are not. So, yeah. That was an extraordinarily unfortunate draw. Because our Bedlam Revelers are 1, 2, 3... They cost 4. And this is uncastable. There were a lot of cards we could have cast in this scenario, but these are not some of them. Sadly for us. We kind of need Faithless Looting now. Because, like, we lost so much tempo. Oh my god, another voice? Okay. Right, so our opponent attacks for 4. I kind of like preventing 4 damage here. Since we can, like, double block it later still. Preventing 4 is good, because then these voices can't... Oh my god, Pyromancer? Jeez. Come on! Oh man, this is just brutal. If we draw, like, any land... Like, I guess we're going to draw Black Cleave Crypt at some point too, but yeah. This is just brutality. Okay, Vials, whatever. Like, yeah, Coal against Command would be pretty nice. So, okay, so... if we draw, like, yeah, any white source, we can cast the Souls. Faithless Looting, we can, like, cast Bedlam Reveler. I guess Young Pyromancer is not as bad as Souls, but yeah. Okay, so our opponent attacks with everything. We want to kill this Renegade Rallier off, right? Yeah. We can get a lot of tokens, so killing the Rallier is fine. If we draw Commander, we're making ourselves discard. I have not actually thought of that line. But I would rather kill the Hierarch and kill the Vial. Because that totally destroys our opponent's mana. So that would be my line, would be... If we draw Command, we're definitely killing the Hierarch and Vial. We're definitely not making ourselves discard. I'm not blocking. So I might as well attack. Oh my god. This is getting stupid. I might have misplayed this game, but not on... Oh man, this is really brutal. We're gonna F6 because our opponent has 2 voices. We're clearly not casting a spell on our opponent's turn. Going to 1 is not a Devoted Druid. Oh man, so our opponent can get infinite mana. Okay. I would Inquisition ourselves. Actually, wait a second. Is it correct to Inquisition ourselves? We know our opponent has Vizier and the like infinite combo. But if we can Inquisition our souls, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then we can at least play Bedlam Reveler and get somewhere. Otherwise, what do? I Inquisition my opponent, their Vizier. I honestly think that Inquisitioning ourselves is the right play here. Yes, that is correct. Right, so Inquisition ourselves, make a token, discard Lingering Souls. Drawing the third Reveler is bad as well, because it's a lot harder for us to Turbo Reload on them. Right, so now we play Reveler. We finally get somewhere. Right, so now we discard our hand. And obviously we draw all the lands in the world. I guess we play Sacred Fabric tapped. Yep, and then we ship. I think this was correct. I mean, though our opponent has infinite mana, they still need to draw Dustwatch Recruiter. Yeah, so they get infinite mana. They have to have drawn Dustwatch Recruiter or Eldritch Evolution. And if they have, right? Like, oh, come on. Come on! Every decision so far has been punished so hard. Oh, man. I don't think there's a decision I made where I didn't get punished. And I mean, like, I think it's correct to Inquisition ourselves and, like, start getting somewhere. Because, like, if we make a token, then the voice goes to 2. Yeah. That was the problem. Is, like, if we make a token, the Voice of Resurgence gets to start attacking. And the whole thing gets really hairy for us. I'm going to count this as a loss. We might win on the clock. I'm actually going to try to win on the clock. Because, why not? But I've lost this game. I'm going to count this as a loss. Devoted Druid, yeah. Like, should I have Inquisition my opponent? Because, like, Vizier is such a non-threat. Because, like, they could draw, like, what? Chord, Eldritch Evolution. There are a lot of cards, I guess, that could get there. But I really needed to start doing Bedlam. And we could, you know, like, if they don't have it for that turn, we can eventually get there. Yeah, I think it's fine to win on the clock, but I'm not going to count it as a win. Like, the score, like, I've counted some losses as a win because I would have won due to time. So, yeah. Yeah. Like, I'll count this as a loss, but, like, I'm, like, trying to do this because, yeah. Our opponent should have, like, boarded out a Vizier. They shouldn't have kept 2 Viziers. So it's incorrect for our opponent to have a second Vizier here. Because it's a really bad card in a vacuum, and like you have access to Eternal Witness, Court of Calling, Eldritch Evolution. So I think keeping a second Vizier is very bad. Because like once the Vizier and Devoted Druid are in play, you infinite combo, and there's like a ton of ways to get this back. So yeah, I think our opponent should have boarded out a Vizier for what it's worth. Right, we win the match. That's whatever. Our opponent took their time, and this has happened to me. I don't care really. I've given, like, my opponents wins when we were, like, out of contention and stuff like that, so, you know, like, I think all this stuff is fine. Like, Inquisitioning ourselves was kind of a tough play. I don't understand, like, the second Vizier in our opponent's deck. That was, they misboarded. They should only play 1. Honestly, I think their deck might be misbuilt in that sense, because, like, Vizier is a card you only have for the combo, so I think you should only have 1 if you're playing Eldritch Evolution on top of Chord. Yeah. Especially a Voice and stuff. Yeah. Like, you could sack the token too. Yeah. You should only play 1 Vizier. You have Witness and stuff, so yeah. Okay, we're gonna play first. Oh, this hand's awful, so that's fine. We can mulligan this. This hand is also awful, but our opponent mulligan and we have Thoughtseize. I want to keep because we have a good hand against... Like, Thoughtseize is a really powerful card when you're short-carded. And there's a... Oh. We're going to top, and we're going to just play the... Yeah. We put a card on top. If they top, I may not Thoughtseize turn 1. They bottomed? Okay, well, then we're going to Thoughtseize turn 1. I don't even know what I'm facing these days. I just have no idea what's going on with Modern anymore. Like, this is why you want to play Thoughtseize in Modern, is like nonsense like this. The card I'm taking is very, very clearly Snapcaster Mage. There's just... Yeah, Victim of Night doesn't do much, and Logic Knot is not great. Okay, so... They're like trying to mana denial us, so we're never fetching a basic. I'm also going to be very careful as to when I fetch my Sacred Foundries, because, yeah. Right, so they play Polluted Delta, that's fine. It means our Fork Bolt's bad. I'm happy waiting on the Thoughtseize for a turn here, so... Let's see. I'm probably going to get a Blood Crypt, and yeah, just play... I don't want to, like, expose my Sacred Foundry too early. Right, we're going to get a Blood Crypt. Yeah, I think they're on blue-black control, but yeah, like... Well, it's pretty obvious, but... It's just a very weird deck. Like... This is an instant? That's kind of nice, actually. Right, so play Ghost Quarter. Right, so... Search a Blood Crypt. No. Lingering Souls, right, so... We're gonna pay some life and play Lingering Souls here. I know we've paid 2 life that we shouldn't have, but A, it doesn't really matter against the deck we're facing. And, it doesn't matter too much against the deck we're facing, and I was more interested in not exposing this if I didn't need to, even though I had a fetch land. Okay, so they can feel or ruin our Sacred Foundry here, which I would recommend they do in the dark, because you need the double blue pretty quickly at some point, so yeah. They're gonna Ghost Quarter there. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. What are they trying to accomplish? This has to... Like, my opponent's Stone Raining themselves. This has to be, like, an insanely powerful spell. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Should I have seen this coming? We didn't see their hand, so I think it's fine. Okay, so... We're... Oh, our opponent can get Snapcaster? But I don't mind if my opponent minuses Liliana, so... Right, so Thoughtseize our opponent. Our opponent's kind of land tight. Spell Snare gets Young Pyromancer. I don't, but like Victim of Night does, and they're always gonna have a lot. So I'm kind of happy to get the Cryptic command here, I think. Yeah, let's get the Cryptic out of their hand. Flashback Souls. And then, right, and then attack the Liliana. And then there's the question of whether I Fork Bolt the Liliana or not. It removes their decision. And they can't... One second. And they can't Logic Knot it. I gotta Fork Bolt the Liliana here since there's, I think, no drawback to doing so. Okay, and we're gonna get... I guess our opponent doesn't have Feel the Ruin anymore, so I'm just gonna get a basic... Mountain to not... I don't want to take too much damage either. Right, okay. Right, yes. Right, so... They can, like, maybe that was a mistake, because now they can Victim of Night a token. Okay, yeah, that was an error. I didn't think this one through. Okay, they have the island. So they Victim of Night a token. Yeah, I probably should have kept the Fork Bolt, but then they would have kept the Logic Knot up, but at least they would have it to draw, while with that, they just had it. Right. I'm just gonna, let's see. We could draw Faithlessness, I'm not gonna play the Mountain. Yeah, that was an error. Well, I mean, yeah, I shouldn't play around cards they could draw, but yeah. I should definitely take the Cryptic, that much is clear. I'll play a land here, because we can always use extra mana, and we already have Terminate to pitch. Yeah, the Liliana here is super awkward. We have a Dreadbore in the deck, which would be kind of nice. They probably should plus her here. Yeah, and they have Logic Knot too, so we really need like something like Faithless Looting. No, not Fatal Push. Play Urborg. That's an interesting one. Right, plus and pass. Like, my opponent's... Yeah, like, just don't tap out. Like, have your Logic Knot for anything, and... Oh, sure, yeah, you can reveal my hand, that's fine. My hand's awful, so that's cool. Yeah. Right, Terminate's gone. Bloodstained Mire, jeez. Fatal Push is super bad, so I gotta use the Bloodstained Mire and get a... Like, as in, we'll discard this to looting anyways. Right, our opponent should probably... If they get to 6 mana, they should minus and get Snapcaster. Right, so... Oh, yeah, we pay 1 life, we get our Sacred Foundry. Dreadbore is great, but our opponent has 1,000 cards, so I'm gonna wait until I draw a discard spell, and then Dreadbore their Liliana. They also have a Spell Snare. Actually, Dreadbore is really awkward against our opponent's hand. Kolaghan's Command's interesting. There's no creatures we could get back, but we can make our opponent discard a card, and they might discard the Snare. Let me think here. When do I want to Kolaghan's Command? I guess on their turn, so they tap out a bit lower too. Opt. Okay. They are down to 3 cards. I probably should have responded to the opt. Oh, well. This is potentially a lot better. We definitely want to make them discard a card. This is not an issue. So I'm going to wait until they cast their opt, and then we're going to respond with Kolaghan's Command. And because we need our opponent to lose quite a few cards, I'm going to choose them to discard and choose them to take the damage so Liliana doesn't ultimate too quickly. Because, like, if we can Dreadboard the Liliana, we're in great shape. So, yeah. So I'm okay with redirecting the damage here rather than killing the Snapcaster. Right, so they might... Okay, they discarded an island, which is kind of unfortunate. But, right. Right, so we have more time for the Liliana, which is good. Okay, our opponent has Flooded Strand. So now they should minus and get Snapcaster with Cryptic up. No, they just plussed. Okay. Well, Faithless Looting is great here. So we're just going to cast Looting. And Urborg is really annoying. Reveler. Well, we're discarding 2 land, and then we're going push Dreadbore Reveler. No, we're going, yeah, Dreadbore, yeah. Unfortunately, they have Logic Knot. Wait, my opponent has Logic Knot. I would rather flash this back and be a little slower. We really need to hit that discard spell. Double Reveler's good. We can lose the Misa and the push here. I could attempt Dreadboring, but my opponent has Spell Snare. I have 6 mana, so Dreadboring here isn't... I mean, it's the cleanest answer to Liliana, but yeah. I could cast Bedlam Reveler, know that it's going to get Logic Knotted. So our opponent doesn't know about this. I'm actually going to just cast Reveler here and let my opponent not Logic Knot this. We have to, like, get a bit creative to... I think to win this game, I'm going to have to start getting a little creative. So if we cast Reveler here, it's very likely our opponent Logic Knots it. Or Snapcaster Cryptics, which is worse. Yeah. They're not forced to counter. They could let those resolve. It's not like... Right. Well, the Cryptic is really awkward for me there. At least the Cryptic's gone. But yeah, like... Okay, so what is this? Oh, a discard spell would here would be, like, awful for me. Ugh! Blah! Vomit! What is this? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's get our Badlands. Wait, our opponent... Oh, they discarded Spell Snare? Oh, to drain us for 2? Wow, that is some aggro right there. So now they have Logic Knots, which I can't really pay for. So... I'm still alive. like, technically. But then I'm facing double Snapcaster Mage. Like, I could play, like, I could, like, play this, then my opponent Logic Knots. And then, yeah. Swift Spear, like chumps the Snapcaster, my opponent pluses, or, no, they just Snapcaster victim, so, yeah, we'll cast a Reveler here. We're gonna, yeah, cancel that order. We're just gonna cast a Reveler here, it's gonna get countered, and then I'm gonna concede. Yep, you got it. Okay, so we're against control. They have Field of Ruin. So Field of Ruin usually doesn't mean... The thing is they have Field of Ruin, but they also have triple blue and double black spells. We definitely want the Nihil Spell Bombs. Kimball isn't that bad. It's actually a pretty decent threat. Molten Rain is good. I don't think Blood Moon's good, but Molten Rain is. Brutality is okay. They have, like, it's just a discard spell. We don't like Push is awful. Fork Bolt is obviously awful. We want Dreadbore. I don't know about these Terminates though. I don't think we want Terminate. I don't want to like lose too many removal spells, but keeping the Dreadbore makes it fine, and we have against command. Right, so Nihil's here. This is a lot of freeze. Nah, Campbell's not good enough. It's just, it's okay, but like, it's easy enough to kill. Right, so Swift Spear is okay because it's a threat. Wait, is Swift Spear or Campbell better? Let's see. They can easily kill or counter this. Yeah, let's just go with this. I don't like Blood Moon against a Field of Ruin deck. Well, if you don't have other... Right, so turn 1, we can go Faithless, so we're going to keep. We have double Inquisition, which is also great. But yeah. We're probably going to discard... Discarding the Revelers here is awkward. We're definitely discarding Lightning Bolt. Okay, so... Blood Crypt. The one thing I do like about this deck is that Faithless Lootings like kind of work in your favor for... Okay, we drew 2 lands, which is great. We're gonna lose the Bolt and a Reveler. And then next turn we're gonna rip our opponent's hand to shreds. Nihil Spellbomb. Okay, well that's awkward. We could also play Young Pyromancer first, which I think is fine. Yeah, Young Pyromancer is probably better first. Right, so do this. Right. They might have removal for it, but if they don't, they're... That was like the line to Inquisition first before, but... Oh, they have Brutality. Ugh, that's brutal. Not a pun, just... Yeah, it's just brutal. Like, I could have Inquisition to protect this, I guess, but... Maybe I should have. I really wanted that token. Okay, Lingering Souls is pretty good, though. It's gonna make our opponent remove our graveyard, though, if we do the Souls. 1, 2... Actually, yeah, it's gonna make our opponent remove their graveyard, so maybe that's not so good. So what do we have? We have free instants right now? Let me think. They're gonna Nihil Spellbomb here, so the Bedlam Roller becomes super bad. I could Faithless Looting, but I really like Lingering Souls in these scenarios. Although this is like the turn they have Liliana. I'm gonna just Inquisition my opponent. Dear God, thank gosh we did that. Holy smokes. Oh, that would have been a disaster. Oh my God. Yeah. Right, so our opponent's gonna... Oh, come on! Really? Oh my God. Okay. That is just... Oh, that's just disgusting. Oh wait, no, I don't want to add black. Wait, can I not undo? Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. I can't undo. So now I have to take 2 damage for no reason. Yeah, I can't undo. Great. Wonderful. Thank you, Moto. Thank you for your Incredible interface. Dear God, Moto. That was ludicrous. I just took 2 damage because, yeah. I don't think it matters, thank gosh, but yeah. Nice Moto interface. Okay, so they played Urborg. So they have, like, yeah, 2 unknowns. Okay, they've been to Swamp, yeah. Well, Tasigur is kind of awkward here for them, since they want to flip Search. Okay, they're not going to play Tasigur this turn. They're just going to flip Search, and it's going to be horrifying for us. Ah, that was super unfortunate. We Inquisition on time to get Search, and they top deck. What are you doing? Don't cast Tasigur. This is wrong. Casting Tasigur. Oh my god, that is. It's very bad, I think, here to cast Tasigur. Like, you want this to flip. Really badly. I don't think you've played enough with how good. You haven't played enough with that card, I think. Because it's really, really good. Okay. Well, at this point, Call Against Command's pretty weak. Even though they have 2 cards. So I'm just gonna like flashback this Souls, and we're gonna start dealing some damage. It's of note, I could have tried to like triple block the Tasigur and stuff, but that just seems bad. Right. Like, having this transform is unreal for many, many, many reasons. Right, Snapcaster Brutality. Well, that's unfortunate with our command. It doesn't matter too much then. The command becomes worse anyways, so whatever. I'm sorry, you decided to lose a Cryptic command to do this? Why? This card's unreal. Why? Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna start on our opponent's upkeep. I know you don't have the 2 blue, but that's because you didn't flip the Search. Okay. Yeah, losing the 2 life has ended up being super relevant too. So I'm gonna actually make a note of the game and potentially ask for a league canceled game later. Like that's just bad interface. Like the fact I can't do. Because it affects your cards in a way like you can't really control because it's a land. It's not like you know it's affecting. We're gonna upkeep the Colligans command to make them discard and kill this Snapcaster mage. So if we're killing the Snapcaster, I might as well attack with all 3 souls here. If they have a counter spell, it's awkward, but I'll take the risk. Yeah, drawing the second Bedler, by the way, is obviously horrific. Oh, sorry, we want to attract our opponent's draw step, not their upkeep. Right, so... Well, we're gonna... Okay, so they discarded Spell Snare, so... This gets them to, what, 5? Okay. They should have activated Tasigur in response. Although, wow, okay, well, we got the right card. Well, there's not much point in doing Inquisition. If my opponent draws a removal spell, I'm probably dead anyway, so let's just attack like this. We'll give our opponent Spell Snare. We can get rid of it later. Actually, with Search flipping? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we give them Spell Snare. Okay. But yeah, they should have Tasigur in response. This is nothing else they can do. Right, Opt goes to the graveyard. This flips, which is horrifying. I don't know if you've ever played against... Oh, Creeping Tarbit? Okay, well, that's actual horrifying. I might not ask for the refund because we were gonna lose probably anyways. You know, I have to be honest with myself. Like, what am I gonna do? Like block here? Like, yeah. I'll concede. We'll move on to the next game. Yeah. Oh, sorry. O2. Because we're 1-1 in the league, yeah. Yep. Double Mountains awkward with Lingering Souls. We have Monastery Swiftspear and a lot. We have discard though, so I'll keep. I've not been liking the Swiftspear too much, let's be honest. Okay, the Blackleaf Cliff is an awkward one. We're gonna Inquisition here just to see what's going on. They're probably all on Burr. Oh, they're all on actual ramp. Okay. Okay, if they're on ramp, then I don't really care about Sweltering Suns. This Swiftspear's like gotta be the worst card possible against this hand. I think we just take the Tribalder here. And then we'll I'm probably gonna Swiftspear for Thoughtseize because that's the most value this card is gonna get us. Actually, the most value it's gonna get us is if we discard it to Looting that we top deck. But I'm okay with like this Lightning Bolt killing a Swiftspear in case we draw a Young Pyro. Okay, so Basic Forest, Farseek. Yeah, they're playing around Blood Moon, which is correct. We don't have it, but main deck in this version. Okay, we have Looting. So that's by far the best card because I don't like the Swiftspear against the hand we have in front of us. I could wait a turn on the Thoughtseize. I could also Swiftspear plus Looting. I think that's also totally fine. But I don't want the Swiftspear. I want to lose it. We're probably playing the Cliffs no matter what. So I'm gonna Looting first, even though it's a point of damage potentially missed. I'd rather make sure that we're discarding what we want to here. Even if we end up playing the Swiftspear after. Bedlam Reveler? Okay. I could also No, actually I want to Thoughtseize because my opponent doesn't have that much mana. Like, if they have, like, a mana ramp, I definitely want to get rid of it. So, we're going to lose, I guess, Souls and Swiftspear. And then we're going to flash this back next turn. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Right, so lose Souls and Swiftspear. And next turn, plan to flash back to Looting. Yeah. Okay, so... Scapeshift and Titan. Okay, well... I may actually take the Sweltering Suns just to remove the cycling. It depends if because I need to draw another Thoughtseize. Like Titan's 6 mana. Like, yeah, it's either taking the Titan or the Sweltering Suns here. I think. The Sweltering Suns cycles. They're gonna get to lands eventually. The deck has a ton of mana. And Suns isn't that great with Reveler, so. I gotta take the Titan here. I mean, if we draw another Thoughtseize, then we can like get the Scapeshift later. I think Titan is like super powerful, so they're probably gonna cycle the Suns here. Switch for tomorrow. Okay, no. Why not hard cast Souls next turn? I would rather like get this Bedlam Reveler going. That's what's going. That's why we're playing this way. I guess at this point we can just get a Sacred Foundry and remove lands from our deck. I think it's more important to like start going through our deck at this point still, because we have our hand is really not that great. Right, so we want to lose. Let's see, how many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3. So next turn we don't. Right, so next turn it's unlikely that we get there. I guess we could discard the Fork Bolt and a Mountain. Actually, we have, like, what? If we discard Fork Bolt, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So Reveler would be 4. And we can, like, so we can Thoughtseize plus Reveler? That's fine. We could, I guess, one second. If next turn is going to be Reveler, then I should discard both lands, right? Because if I discard both lands here, we're going to get to 1, 2. We still have 3 in the graveyard. Oh, wait. No, Reveler costs 5 no matter what I do. So I guess we want to discard 1 land and the Fork Bolt. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We could have Hardcast Souls, but it's not very good, I think. It doesn't put pressure or disrupt or dig to our Thoughtseizes. which is really what we want. We want to dig like some more instants. Okay, secure Tri-Welder. So we could cast Lingering Souls here. How much would 1, 2, 3, 4, 4? I definitely need to cast Fatsis. Wait, we have 4, right? Yeah, I can cast. I should have kept the. I miscounted. I should have kept the Fork Bolt. It would have just been extra damage. That was really dumb. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, I just like missed out on some damage here. That was really stupid. Get a mountain. Yeah, I could have just Fork Bolt the Elder. Yeah, mountain. Fotsies our opponents. Get the Scape Shift. Then play Bedlam Roller. Yeah, that was a misplay. I miscounted. I just straight up miscounted. Well, our opponent killed their Tri-Welder, so that's fine. I would have kept the Tri-Welder in play to prevent some damage for next turn, honestly. Okay, our opponent has 6 mana. Right, so they cycle Sweltering Suns. And they lightning. Oh, they cast Sweltering Suns. Oh, wow. Well, that's actually really good for us. We can draw step our opponent and get the Reveler. So here we want to Blood Crit. Untapped, right? Yeah, we want a Lingering Souls. So, right. So cast Lingering Souls. Then draw step, we make them discard, target player discards, and return target creature card. So I return this Bedlam Reveler, and you're going to discard a card. I hope this 2 damage that we missed doesn't come back to bite us. Right, so return, and they discard. So they discarded a Wooded Foothills, which is fine. It's like, you know, it still like removes a land. Wait. Oh, it's their turn, right? That's why... Yes. Okay. So now, well, we can bolt fought a Reveler. Yeah. Bolt. We don't really like Thoughtseize is only gonna get Escape Shift really at this point. So, like, it's the only card we can really get because every other card is playable. Right. Young Pyro terminate red board. Okay. Well, our hand's not that great now, but it's fine. Relic of Project... Main deck Relic! Oh, wow, that's not good for us. For a wide variety of reasons. Okay, they play their land, so now we did the Escape Shift. Let me think here. I mean, I'm just gonna attempt a 2-turn clock. There's nothing else to do. This Brutality gets nothing now. So we're just gonna drain. Target opponent loses 2 life. We have like removal for Titan, so... Right. Okay, it seems like the 2 damage we missed would not have been relevant. Except if our opponent can sack this Foothills for value, but no, okay. So, thankfully it wasn't relevant. Okay, that's okay. Right, big mana, Molten Rain seems good, Blood Moon seems good. Brutality is okay. It's definitely better than Push. Campbell's bad. Since our opponent has Sweltering Suns. They have Relic main. Fork Bolt's bad. This is a ton of free drops. We can probably cut 2 souls here, since we are boarding in Blood Moons. Actually, do we want to cut more souls? What do we have? We don't want pushes, we don't want Fork Bolts. Camel's another free drop, I think souls is better. I think 2 souls is fine. We could also play Dragon's Claw, or like get out of range, but they can, like, that deck can easily get to like 8 mana, so... Like, yeah, and Escape Shift us for 1,000,000. So, I think this is fine. Yeah, we lose a Souls, but we gain Blood Moons. Yeah. Yeah, the Dreadboards and Terminates are awkward, but they might board in a variety of different creatures that are annoying, so yeah. I think those are fine. Do we have a Faithless looting? We have double Molten Rain looting? Yeah, we'll keep this hand. Right, so looting. Probably discard this Swiss Sphere. So they're gonna need Swiss Sphere and Terminate. I don't know if we'll need the Terminate, but yeah. We might need to Terminate, but I'd rather do this to start off. Right, secure Tribe Elder. Right, we have our land, so I could Inquisition now. I think the info is okay. And I'm probably not gonna looting because our hand is like basically where we need it to be. Right, so yeah, they have 2 Baloffs. So Terminate would have been okay, but we have Young Pyromancer with looting to kind of do stuff, and then we can start Molten Raining later. Right, so we take the Farseek. And they have the old Baloff tech. It's a good tech. I like it a lot. We lost the Terminate, which is awkward. Like I think it was fine with 1, but with 2, it's awkward. Yeah. Okay, so play Mountain here and Valakut. What the? Why would you play Valakut when you can play a Baloff here? That just seems great. I mean, sure, you could top deck a Titan, but right. Well, we're not gonna Thoughtseize. That much is like guaranteed. Guaranteed, I'm not Thoughtseizing. Swiss Spear is... I don't know. Honestly, I think it's like more for a card you're meant to draw later in the game. Also, the way our hand developed, we don't want Swiss Spear. Like, our hand has double, like, many Molten Rains. We could cut our opponent off green, I think, here. Like, you kill the Stomping Ground and you kill the Cinderglade. It's unlikely, but I think it's fine. We could also Young Pyromancer looting here. Which is also fine, because it gets us a token, and then we get a token for each Molten Rain. I think that's better. Like, we lose to top decks only, really. We only lose to top deck Titan here, with this scenario. Alright, so discard Thoughtseize, and for sure. I guess I'll discard Blackleaf Cliffs, since Souls is pretty good. Okay. Right. So our opponent drew a Stomping Ground, which is useful to know. They have how many mountains? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, they play Baloff. They gain their life. There's not much we can do about this. The worst card in the deck. Well, actually, yeah, pretty much. I guess Thoughtseize at this point would be, but it's good in other scenarios. So 1, 2, 3, 4 mountains, but they could easily get another one. So we're gonna destroy the Stomping Ground. And make a token, no attacks. I'm probably not going to block this, because we can make 4 tokens and block 1, and then we can keep the other one at bay pretty indefinitely. Right, so don't block here. We want to accumulate enough tokens that we can block them. Right, Baloff. Doesn't play their... They don't play their mounts. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess they want to keep it for Lightning Bolt purposes. But like by not playing it, they can't naturally top deck a land now. I could Lingering Souls, but then if Young Pyromancer dies... yeah, whatever I do, I can't cut my opponent off the second green now. I guess Souls is fine here. We need to like start trading with those Baloffs. Like, it's buying our opponent too much time. Okay, they drew a forest. Wait, didn't they have a mountain? Did I miscount something? Oh, I must have miscounted at some point. Oh, I miscounted cards? Oh, that's bad. Yeah, okay, we lose. I don't think we could have prevented this anyways. There were 4, 5, 6, 7. Could we have? I guess if we Molten Rain, it would have worked, but we would have lost to this eventually. Our hand was not that fast. So, okay, I should have tracked the mountain properly, but we would have lost that game anyways. I think this hand is still fine. We know they're keep... Fatal Push kills Baloff, but like only with fetch land really, or like a token dying. Still not something we want. The thing is, Cold Against Command's super bad against Baloff, so I might cut 1. Because, like, if we ever hit a bail off of this, it's just awful. It's good, like, for other purposes, but yeah. I could keep in one push, but that seems really loose. I'll keep us First Souls, I guess. First Soul is fine. I guess we keep this hand. It's awkward here. I don't really want a Thoughtseize turn 1, but it's kind of tough because, like, actually, I'm not gonna Thoughtseize turn 1. It's too many tokens. I know, like, if they have 1 mana accelerator, like what I did was awful, or if they have a search, but yeah. Would it have been better to kill Valakut instead of Stomping Grounds? You are absolutely correct. I was still locked on killing a green source when they had free. When they had 2 and then they play a green source, I should have 100% killed Valakut. You are correct. We would have lost the game either way, but you are correct. Right, so we want a Young Pyromancer here. And then we'll Thoughtseize next turn with Young Pyro. Oh. Right, they could kill this Young Pyro, like that might have been... Okay, they're not going to. Right, so... We're going to play Young Pyro... and get a basic Swamp. For this Thoughtseize. Just in case we draw... what's it called? Yeah. We draw... yeah. Blood Moon. Okay, so... Relic. Kind of interesting. I don't know what this is for, but... Oh, Blood Moon? We don't have Blood Moon, so... Relic draws them a card, but we just have nothing. Right now, the way our hands develop, Inferno Titan's probably the most awkward card. Right, so here we just ship the turn. We could have offered a trade with Young Pyromancer, but like it's just giving our opponent a choice, which we don't want. Right, so now... Right, they play Forest. They search for tomorrow. Right, they play Relic, and then it's going to be an unknown card of some sort. Molten Ring's pretty decent here. Right, I could get Sacred Foundry. I'm never casting Blood Moon anymore. Well, I guess I am, just because of Valakut. Right, okay, so... Let's see, Sacred Foundry, is that the line? I could attack first, I guess. Yeah, attacking first is fine. We know their hand, so... Right, there's no prowess. Yeah, we'll Molten Rain here. The Valakut. Because our opponent has Wooded Foothills and Wisp of Heath, so it's not hard. It's also the only one that actually deals damage to our opponent. Right, so they know probably we have Lightning Bolt, but this is... yeah. Right, this deals them damage, and then they're gonna exile both graveyards. Right, drawing a card, so now they have 2 unknowns. The thing is, they probably have to cast a Sage at some point pretty quickly, so... otherwise they're dead, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Well, they're pretty close to dead if they don't play Sage here. Okay, well, let's do this. Right. That draw was obviously awful, but we're in decent shape. Oh, wait, did we win there? Yeah, we had, sorry, I didn't notice our opponent was at 9, because we bolted them, yeah. Totally forgot the damage from bolt. Okay, so we're at 1-2. Kind of funnily enough, we won what I think was a really hard matchup, and I think Blue-Black was hard too, but we lost to what I think was a pretty decent matchup in that, like, company deck, so, yeah. Yeah, the Swiftspear has felt super bad. I thought it was going to be bad, and maybe I'm wrong and playing it bad, but yeah, okay. We're on the play, so we can keep this. We don't have one-mana interaction, but brutality against a lot of decks is unreal, so... Right, so here we want to play Arid Misa, and we're going to fetch a Blood Crypt. Let's see what our opponent does. Right, Swamp. Okay, they fought seize us with Basic Swamp. Basic Swamp is actually pretty rare. What are they? Yeah, they're probably gonna take this Young Pyro unless they have removal. What is this? This is awful. Right. They could, yeah, they take Young Pyro, I guess, because. Yeah. Oh, this is vocal. Let's skip this too. Right, we're gonna get Blood Crypt tapped. Now the question is whether I Brutality, but I'm not tempted to Brutality here. But the thing is, we do have to at some point like start going through, and we have like lots of removal, so I'm okay with like Brutality. I think with this deck, you're kind of forced in a lot of scenarios to just jam your cards. Black. Okay, so this is Black Green Eldrazi. Okay, I don't even know what I'm facing anymore. This is just like superb nonsense. Okay, and they have Reshapers, which are obviously awful for us. Like, they're about as bad as Voice would be. Yeah, so we Brutality because there was just nothing else to do there. We got the Ancient Stirring, so that's okay. I would not have put my opponent on Bearer of Silence Mana Reshaper deck. I'm going to be fully honest with you. Right, so basic Forest... right, 2/1 flyer, that's fine. We'll get our souls at some point. Or Fiddle Push, okay. Well, I'm probably gonna pass, and my plan is to push and terminate. Sadly, because that's my plan, I'm not gonna be able to get a white source for Foundry. I don't really care about this 2 damage. I just want to make sure like that we kill the Matter Reshaper end of turn. Right. And I don't want to use Terminate because push is going to be a lot worse later. Right. So here we're going to sack Bloodstained Mire, hold priority, cast on Matter Reshaper. Right. And now we have, with the fetch on the stack, we can see if we want to get a black source or not. Fodnot Seer's in their hand? Okay. So now we want to get a Sacred Foundry. Yes. Worth noting, this is super bad for us. Oh, Lingering Souls is great though. So we're going to just cast Souls here. We have 2 removal spells for the Fodnot, so very likely our opponent's going to Fodnot our Bedlam Reveler. Which is what I would do. And then we can Dreadbore / Terminate, and if we draw a land, like, probably play it and Flashback Souls. Okay, so... Oh, Twilight Mire is a cool one. It's colorless, and yeah, so Reshaper and Fodnot are on. So now they should take Bedlam Reveler, and then we're going to Dreadbore. Because I don't think they have any walkers. If they take the removal spell, this gets awkward, but... This gets interesting, sorry, rather than awkward. Yeah, you get the Reveler here. What? Oh, okay. If you're offering that trade, I guess it gets worse for them later. Okay, we have Faithless Looting. We're Dreadboarding this kind of no matter what, so let's do that. Right, we draw a card. Bedlam Reveler. How many? 1, 2, 3. We have 4. I think it's fine to Faithless Looting here, even though like we're gonna discard these anyways. Once things move a bit. Oh, come on, dropped. Okay, it seems like my stream is stuttering, so I'm really sorry, but wait, is it stuttering or? Yeah, okay. Okay.